G'day guys, today we're going to be talking about why my Ford Falcon sucks. What's up guys, I hope you're all having a grouse day, but that's what all the Victorians say, and I'm kind of having like post-road trip sadness right now. This car right behind me is my 2008 Ford FG Falcon. Now I've owned this car for about a year now, and over that year I've had a lot of ups and a lot of downs with this car, but it's mostly been ups. Now the things that I'm listing today aren't even going to be issues to a lot of you guys, it's just like little things that I picked up on over like the year that I've owned this car that have annoyed me and will probably annoy a lot of you guys as well, and I hope a lot of you guys are going to relate to this. So yeah. Now just letting you guys know right now that this car is definitely not something that I hate at all. This car has been my absolute baby for about a year now. I absolutely love the crap out of it. It's taken me so many incredible places, including the 6,000k road trip that we literally just got back from. It's looking a little bit bad at the moment considering I got some semi-slicks in the rear and I haven't even washed it in about a month or so, but yeah, this thing is my absolute baby. Now do I hate this thing in the slightest? No, completely no whatsoever. But these are the 5 things that I just don't, it's just annoying me. Right here, so the first thing that I wanted to dive into was the interior. The interior is where you spend most of your time behind the wheel, I'm guessing, otherwise you're probably driving a car wrong. But yeah, gonna dive into the interior. Alrighty, so the first thing that annoyed me as soon as I was getting into the Ford Falcons whatsoever, I was looking at a Mark 1 FG. Now I got one in the exact same color, I bought it from Frankston, and I always thought it had Bluetooth audio. Turns out these cars do not have Bluetooth audio whatsoever. The FGs actually come with a decent interior. This right here, this command center right here, actually looks really simple. It's so easy to use and it actually looks really good, especially if you guys have the color screen. By the way, if you guys didn't know, this man walks across. How sick's that? In my opinion, the FG interior actually doesn't look too bad. And for the most part, it actually has all the features that I could possibly want. It does have music, it can change all the speakers around, does have aircon, it has literally everything that you could possibly need to drive a car. However, it doesn't have Bluetooth audio. Now this car being 2008, most cars around that time pretty much came with Bluetooth audio. It's just a shame that this one didn't, and there are some ways you can get around it. In my car personally, and in some other FGs, you actually have an infotainment unit, which plugs into a 30-pin connector for an iPhone. Now, sucks if you guys don't have iPhones, but pretty much what you can do is you can buy a little Bluetooth dongle, which is this thing right here. Now, these things plug straight into the 30-pin adapter and they power straight up, and you can connect your Bluetooth straight to them. Now, the other thing is, at the moment, I did a video on this a very long time ago and I actually never finished it. I can never find a shop that's actually around my area that can actually program this to power on inside my car. You do have to have it programmed, but if it's already in your car, then you are completely set. So yeah, having no Bluetooth audio is kind of annoying, but you know, I don't mind too much. The aux is fine for me, I just hate having cables around the car. And I'm definitely going to sort out that Bluetooth thing in a couple of weeks, but yeah, until then, it's just annoying having cables. No, doesn't really matter. So another thing that completely plagues my existence for about 6 months of the year is one of my hoses for my aircon is blocked and it likes to shoot water into the footwell of my car. Now, if you guys know, you know, and I know a lot of you people have had these issues because I've been receiving a lot of messages about how to fix it. I have no idea how to fix it. There's nothing better than on a 35-degree day in Australia and showing off to your mates, chucking a sick left-hander, only to regret that decision in about 5 seconds after your feet get totally saturated in the water that drips down into your driver's footwell. I have no idea. This only happens when your aircon is like set to 19 or below and it's a really hot day, but even still then, super duper annoying. For the most part, the FG exterior I actually love, and in all fairness, mine isn't looking so great at the moment. I hate the look of the 17s on the back with the 19s on the front. It grips, but it looks terrible. But I had to do something on the exterior of the car because all of my pet peeves are on the inside of the car, but here's one thing that I hate about the outside of the FG. Now, my paint's good, my wheels are kind of cool, I love the color of it, everything about this car is perfect, except for this. This diffuser is stupid. Now, like a lot of you guys, I love it when my car is beautiful and clean. And the only bit of cleaning that I hate about this entire thing is that stupid, horrible diffuser. For the most part, it's actually pretty good, but if you actually try, like, mind you, my car's pretty dirty at the moment, but you just can't get into all these little places. It just gets built up with exhaust gases and everything, and you just can't get into all the little crevices and everything. The only way I've ever been able to sort this out is to actually get some plastic restorer and like work it into all the edges. Usually when I do that, I do it about once a month, and it takes me all of probably half an hour to 45 minutes to get through the entire diffuser. It is so goddamn annoying. I mean, like, one more thing I could mention, I guess, is the fact that the bumper sags. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see this, but pretty much like it just doesn't like to stay up, and they just sag over time. I guess it's just with the heat, or just, I don't know, just driving around in vibrations, but yeah, they like to sag over time. Usually you can fix it up with a pull noodle that literally sits just under the front bar here. I'm not quite sure how well that works in FGs, but I know on the B series it definitely works. But yeah, it's another little thing as well. And you guys all know this was coming. We're diving back into the interior for my fourth hate about this car. Now I must admit, because of some circumstances that are coming up in the very near future, I've been trying to get into Japanese iced coffees. These things are pretty good, but look where they're sitting in my car. Oh, you guys would have just seen exactly what will happen if... Stupid. The Cupholder design on the FG is utter garbage. Can I just say right now that this is the most annoying thing about this entire car, and a lot of you guys can share this passion of just how bad the FG cup holders are. Now, I understand that you guys can actually get like little pieces that literally fit in here to stop drinks from falling over. And another thing you can also do is cut out the bottoms of the cup holders, because in actual fact, underneath this, it actually drops down like another good like 7 to 10 centimeters. It's so deep, it's awesome. I'm gonna do a quick little throwback to yesterday's track session so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Spilt my JDM coffee all the way through my cup holders. That is the second drink that I've fully upended inside these cup holders. And not only that, I could imagine if you guys have a manual car as well, the worst thing about these cup holders is the fact that because they're so shallow, you can't just change gears like normal because your wrist is in the way and the drinks are in the way. So having like a Macca's drink is about up to here. I could imagine like mother cans or like Coke cans would sit just about here. You can't rest your elbow on the center console lid and change gears. I mean, it's a bit annoying on track days as well, especially when I'm like doing this, but it's nowhere near as annoying as a manual, but even, it just annoys me enough. I could imagine what you manual guys feel. Now, there are ways to fix it. There is ways you can cut out the bottom of it and everything else that I spoke about, but I didn't exactly want to do that. It's kind of just like a thing where I just want to keep that part of my car nice. Now, along with this, if you guys don't want to use the center console cup holders, you can opt to use the door card cup holders. This is also a pretty bad idea. So the door card cup holders in the FG are actually the most annoying things in the history of the world. It's great that they're there because if you guys have a drink and you are not drinking it all the time and you have a manual car, or you like to shift around like you have a manual, do whatever you want, these things are great, but they're utterly useless. Now, the only way to put drinks into the side of here is to half drink them first. Otherwise, you'll be pretty much aiding the aircon unit as to how much hatred it's giving you. And when it's actually in there, if you guys are listening to music, it just rattles around. This is all like extremely hard plastic. If you guys have like a Macca's cup, the very top of it starts to rattle. Cans like Coke and everything, it's just not big enough and it starts to rattle around and pinball and everything else in there. It just doesn't work. And don't even think about not listening to music, because that is the best case scenario. If you are just driving around and you have a can in there, you can definitely hear it. Over road noise, over everything. It rattles around so much in there, you may as well have the music on. And the music just rattles the can more. It's more annoying, but it's also more bearable. It's still stupid though. Now, I'm lucky because I actually barely ever have drinks in here. I try and keep this car ultra clean, ultra nice. So yeah, having cans of drink in here is not something that I regularly do. But when I go out to like cruise sessions and everything else as well, I try to have like water or an iced coffee or something in here. It's just another one of those things. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go on to a couple of honorable mentions. Now, this didn't make it into my list of 5, but it's definitely a couple of things that have bugged me, but not as much. So first of all, starting on the interior, my cluster basically has no noise whatsoever. If I click it onto accessories right now and I turn on the indicator, I have absolutely no indicator noise. Same as the other indicator, same as my hazard lights, I have absolutely nothing. And another thing as well is if you shut the door and you turn your lights on, usually it has a really annoying beep that lets you know that, hey, my lights are on. I do not have that annoying beep whatsoever. And another quick honorable mention as well is when I actually picked up this car, all of these surrounds, everything, door cards, dash switches, everything was all silver. I decided to paint this black, get all these black spears as well. As much as I absolutely love the look of the black, it gets so dusty. I give it probably about 3 days since I properly cleaned the interior, and all of this is all pretty much just back to the way it was. Now, as I said, it does look pretty good, but black it gets dirty really quickly. A lot of you guys with black cars already know, and it also leads to people going, oh, this is really dirty, to try and clean it. It doesn't work that way. You guys are making it worse. Please stop. I have to polish these every now and then to make sure that all the swirl marks are out, but yeah, I just can't keep up. They're so soft and they always get swirl marks. They're always dusty, but I love them. I absolutely love them. Way better than the silver. Okay, so my last thing on the outside of the car would have to be the rubbers and the piano black on this car. It looks great, but the durability is just horrible. I don't have any swirl marks at all on this pillar right here. However, you guys can see all of the sun fading that goes around all that. It's just so bad. This plastic piece up the top here that always fades. Now, I take ultimate care of my car and always try to keep it indoors, keep all these all nice and just nice and everything. But yeah, car's got 200,000 Ks. These panels probably have, I dare say, maybe 150 right now, and they don't even see the sun that often. They just start to break up. This side right here is the worst. It's so bad to look at. Alrighty, so the very last thing that is a pet peeve for me on this car right here is the door handles and just the interior creaking. Basically just exactly what they made the interior out of. So anyone who knows FGs will know that these door handles, I've personally never broken one, but these door handles are the cheapest, most unreliable thing you could possibly have. I kind of just want to do it for show right now. Every single time I'm going outside my car, I try to grab the whole handle and lever it out altogether, but they literally snap right through here. It's so bad. But it's not only that, this interior is just riddled with cheap plastic. When I'm driving around, you can just hear look at this, it's almost coming off already. There is so many individual squeaks and rattles and everything, and especially when you fill this car up with 5 people and everyone's doing everything, doing their own thing, touching everything, and yeah, you can just hear so many different random plastic creaks and crackles and rattles and everything. It's so annoying. Now eventually I'm going to get pretty much this whole car soundproofed because I just hate the road noise. But yeah, even still then, it's just so annoying. Oh, another thing as well. This doesn't ever close properly. Anyone who knows FGs will know this. And there is a little globe that sits up literally just up here. And that little globe is set on a little switch that sits up pretty much in here. That'll turn on even when this is completely closed, because if you guys have a little bit too much weight in there or yours has decided to sag, pretty much that little switch will always turn on, and it's the worst at night because you can see it come through the aircon vent, see it come through here, it reflects off the black. It's so annoying. But apart from those things, I don't think I could have chosen a better car to do all of my daily driving at my age, all of these amazing road trips, and to look this good. I just can't comprehend just how much I love this thing. Cheap, easy, reliable power, 440 horsepower, inline 6 turbo. You can't go wrong. And I just love the color, I love the look of the car. So if you guys didn't know, I talk about this a lot, but doing my 6,000k road trip and to have this car not break at all, especially with what I've done to it, it just goes to prove just how incredible these cars can be, just how reliable they can be, and just how many smiles per mile they can give you. I love this thing. Rightio guys, so thank you everyone for watching the video. You guys mean the absolute world to me. If you did find any of these things relatable, please leave a like and leave a comment down below what the worst thing is about your particular car. Anyway guys, please consider subscribing if you guys want to see more about this car and my stupid R33. Yeah, I'm so keen. Anyway guys, I'll see you later. Peace out.